Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. It seems Formex has gotten into the watch modding business, or allowing customers to modify their watches. So this is all about the Formex Reef, which was released either early this year or last year. It came in a few dial colors, and then if you ordered it through their website, you could pick a different bezel if you wanted a different bezel. But for vendors like myself, if I didn't want to, exponentially increase the number of SKUs I was selling, I just stuck to, blue watch, blue bezel, green watch, green bezel, etc. So now, starting just recently, they released this interchangeable bezel system. Now, important note, it's only for reefs with serial number 500 and higher. So if you bought one in a not so distant past, it's probably under 500, and this system will not work. So just keep that in mind. Right now I'm going to be showing you the white dial because all my white dials are over 500. My blue dials, I believe now, are all over 500 as well. I'll keep the website updated, but the other dial colors I've got, a green, etc. Those still, this does not apply to. So kind of just check your serial numbers. And like I said, my website will always be accurate as to whether we're selling interchangeable bezel varieties. So we'll get into that. You see my new math clock. So here's my old math watch. Yeah, I know the math clock has glare. It's upsetting. It bothers me too. You can't see the. I don't know, hopefully you can kind of read some of it, but one day when I'm bored, I'll kind of do the math. And then it is a warm day here in New York. It's supposed to be the mid 60s. So matte polished blue with the white rubber strap is back on the wrist. Let's check out what Formex has cooked up. Okay, so let's get into the Reef. As I mentioned, I did do a full review on the Reef not so long ago. I'll put a little card up here so you can watch that video, because I'm not going to go too much into depth on the watch. I'm not going to go 300 meters deep, but this is a new white dial that is new to the store, is new to their lineup. And then we'll talk about the bezel in a moment. So let's go over the watch briefly. Very briefly, it is 42 millimeters in diameter. You see the case is very symmetric, less the crown. 42, 11.4 thick to a flat sapphire crystal with AR. 47 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. A beautiful, velvety, smooth bracelet. Their bracelet's awesome. The price is $1,790. It is a chronometer. That in a second. That's on the bracelet, so that price. We do sell the rubber strap, but to me, the bracelet is where it's at. It's a beautiful bracelet. Screws obviously for sizing, and then, speaking just the genius of the company, the guy behind the company is Raphael. He does amazing things with engineering, technology, and materials. There is a quick adjust on the clasp. So you see this little lever here. You push it down. Your finger on it, push it down, and then the clasp extends and then comes back in. So pretty cool. It is toolless micro adjust. Pretty awesome. So it is a Swiss chronometer, runs as a Sellita SW300 movement. So chronometer means it goes to an independent facility. They test the movement under temperature and position to be more or less within +6 to -4 seconds per day, COSC. When it passes the COSC testing, it gets that badge known as chronometer. Let's look at a beautiful dial. Check out the applied indices. Done like that gunmetal gray. Look how deep they are. Hands are done in that gunmetal or black color also. Offsets the white dial. So we have a new bezel. The bezel is the old bezels. Okay, so let's get into that. So I opened the video and said that this only work on serial numbers 500 and up. So let's look. Let's flip over the watch and look at the case back. There's a serial number etched into the case back. I don't know if you can see it. There we go, serial number. So over 500, this is number 595, see it right there? That means that this guy has the new bezel system. The new bezel system is 120 clicks rather than 60. The old Reefs were 60. This guy is 120. So, Formex, I recently saw Formex, and what they've done is they've changed the case a bit. The case comes down a little bit more, the little lip. At the 6 and at the 12, you can see the bezel overhangs. And what you can do is you can put your finger under there, and theoretically, you can pull it off. I cannot. And that same guy, Raphael, the guy behind the company, I was struggling with it, and he's like, oh no, he comes right over, he pops it right off. Of course, I don't know, maybe I'm just not doing it right. I use a tool to do it. Look at this. I've chosen a plastic knife. So let's get into that, right? So this is the way it comes stock is with this black zirconium oxide bezel insert. I'm going to use a plastic knife, so I know I'm not going to scratch the case no matter what. So what do we do? Well, if you look under, you can actually just slip the knife right under there, or you can use a case back knife if you want. You might want to put some protective tape on it, and then that's it. The bezel is off. There is a conventional bezel spring, so you don't want to lose that. But let's say, you know what, today I'm feeling like a blue day, right? I'm blue, da-ba-dee-ba-ba-da. No case press necessary, even with my fingers. And that's it. You have a now 120 click unidirectional blue bezel. And just to show you that he's taking care of the registration for you, lines up perfectly. You know, that's one of the things with putting on a new bezel insert with like the SKXs and stuff. You have to put the insert on after you install the bezel to make sure it lines up. He's done the math for you. Everything lines up perfectly. These extra bezels, by the way, are around 160 bucks. So bezel and insert come together as one piece. So let's see. So here's another one. Let's say you say, you know what? Check out how nice that looks, by the way. There's a nylon ring here for a little bit of friction. The insert's in there. Nice track, really well done. So you know what? I'm going to go with green today. Ready, and 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Okay. Boink. And boink. And now you're green. And then you wake up the next day and you say, hey, I want steel today. And you guys know the drill by now, right? And because I'm using plastic, no matter what I do down here, you can actually see some white there. That's actually plastic. I can just wipe that away, and it's gone. You can use anything you want, and there you go. So let's see. So we covered the watch, the swapping the bezels out. I think that's about it, right? Yeah. So you can buy the watch, and when you go to the website, you'll see right now, probably as you're watching this, the only two watches that I have serial numbers 500 and up are the white and the blue. I still have some old stock, the other ones. So I will update the website as time goes on, as the old stock sells out and we get in the swappable bezel models. But remember, if you own a Formex Reef, you need to see serial number over 500 to use this bezel swapping system. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the Formex Reef with bezel swaps. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe channel if you've not done so. Questions or comments, put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. I'm just going to get the other bezel back on. So if you're going to stick around and watch me for a second, you might as well hit that little subscribe button that's over here. Subscribe to the channel. You know, kind of support us. Support me. And I'll do more cool content. There you go.